Alrighty guys, so welcome back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 speed build today. And so today I am building a brand new house in Oasis Springs for my brand new jungle adventure themed let's play that's very heavily story based. And I'm excited to say that this let's play is more original, more unique, and something I've never written before in my entire life in the history of my channel. And so it feels great to have like a diversity culture theme let's play around like these two Sims that are Josefina and Jesus Rivera, and they're Afro-Latin American. Their mother is from El Salvador and their father is he's from Cape Town, so he's like in the lower part of Africa, which is really cool. But I've never written a story like this before, and it feels great to have some like a sense of like, I don't know, originality, I guess. I don't know if that's like the right word to say, but I like diversity. I like having a sense of like storytelling to my Sims, because if I don't have a storyline for my Sims, it won't be interesting and I won't like it. And so this one's a lot more different from like my Not So Berry and my Cats and Dogs let's play, and like even my Get Together let's play that I had a long time ago. It's a lot different from this, even though it does have a sense of a little bit of drama, a little bit of history, a little bit more of a history and mystery actually. So it feels great to go to Silverado, which is a new world for the new game pack Jungle Adventures, which is really cool. And why I'm building their house in Oasis Springs is because of their situation, their living and money situation that they're dealing with right now because of their father and what he did in his past, but along with their mother as well. And I will get into the storyline a little bit later into the speed build, but I don't want to tell you too much because I'm still revamping the storyline a little bit more before tomorrow, or before I actually record the let's play today, and you know, get started with my life and get started with these Sims and explore Silverado. And I know I'm just really excited because I have to make a few other more Sims for the storyline, but also with the let's play, because like their cousins, a little bit of their cousins, their aunts and their uncles, because you know, for me, when it comes to like storytelling and their family, I have to put their aunts, their uncles, you know, the grandchildren, the mother and the father. I gotta put all those Sims in there to make it a real let's play. And even though I am gonna put their parents into the let's play at the very beginning, because I'll show you guys, but I also probably will incorporate their cousins and their aunt and their uncle. Maybe, I don't know, it depends on how I feel about the storyline that I'm writing right now. And a lot of you guys in the Create a Sim video that I posted about 2 days ago gave me a lot of information, and actually one of you guys gave me an entire Google Doc link of history of Latin America, and I kid you not, I am literally blown away on how much work you put into that. Like, you told me on Twitter through DMs, like you put so much work into the Google Doc that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna definitely use that, because since you gave me that, I feel like I'm going to expand onto the story like further, like beyond Jungle Adventures, because I feel like with these two Sims that I have and their family, I feel like they can't always be in the jungle forever and forever. I feel like they could be doing something more with their lives, with their careers, and with their like aspirations and their skills that they have. And with that being said, I just want to say that this is like probably my favorite let's play that I'm going to ever create on the history of my channel, if not then others. I don't know, I think that you guys are really going to enjoy this let's play. Again, it's more story based than anything else. It might have a little bit of, you know, funny stuff in there. I'll try to make it interesting, I'll try to make it, you know, entertaining as much as possible, but I do want to stick with the storyline because this is a story heavy based let's play. That's all I gotta say. Oh man, today has been a really great day, okay? I don't know, because I built this house in the span of like 2 hours and 41 minutes and 58 seconds, and it felt great to like just sit down, relax. I was listening to actually the Uncharted 4 soundtrack on YouTube, but I was also listening to some Latin music on Epinotic Sounds along with Spotify, and it felt great to like just listen to that and also write the storyline, but also have that mindset of what their life is going to be like in this like Oasis Springs and slash Silverado. And if you guys were at my live stream yesterday, I did actually build an entire ancient ruins area that I think that I might use in my let's play, and I recorded as a speed build, so you will see that speed build probably in the next couple of days or so, because I did record it. It took me about 5.5 hours to do, because 4.5 hours, well, 4 hours were spent on the live stream. Well, actually no, close to 6 hours of me building, because live streaming and building is a lot harder than you think, but it's worth it because you get to see the building process of my building process, of course. Yeah. yeah. And so I want to tell you guys, okay, so I really am excited because I started using this reshape mod, or a couple of reshape mods in my game. And if you don't know what reshape is, it's basically it's not technically a mod, it's basically like a program that will enhance your game graphics to look a lot better. And I will do a tutorial on it in the next couple of days or so and explain how to install it, how I use it, and what presets that I use to take my screenshots along with my gameplay. And right now I'm using a preset called it's Hey Harry. If you don't know who Hey Harry is, she's on YouTube, also another fellow live streamer on Twitch as well. She's one of my good friends. She's very sassy as well. Yeah, of course, like Leander. But anyway, enough of that nonsense. But Hey Harry is a really cool, talented builder, and she made a reshape mod, or a reshape preset for the reshape program, and I'm using her light bright one, and it looks really, really cool in my game. And she's actually making a new preset released today, and I might actually download it and use it for my tutorial. And I don't know, I guess because like with the reshape mod, I've never really thought of actually downloading it, because I heard it can like mess up your game if you don't install it correctly. And sometimes if you don't have the right graphics card or the best computer, it can literally hurt your computer and probably explode your game. Not literally, but you know, badly, just in an ugly way. But I think with my graphics card and my computer, it's very, very powerful, and so it can handle reshape, which I'm glad about, because if you don't check me on Twitter, you know, link down below, spring_sim on Twitter. I actually posted a couple photos of a sim that I made called Jasmine Blackwell, and I took a picture with her with the unedited version and also the reshade mod version, so you can see like the comparison of the in-game and the reshade mod. So I had that, and a lot of people actually really were interested on how I actually did it. Along with Zarela, she wanted to know how I actually used reshade mod, gave her some links and stuff like that. And personally, it's really easy to install once you like look at the instructions, or Hey Harry's video tutorial on how she installed her reshape mod. And personally, it's really easy, really simple, but I will do my own version for you guys to, you know, to show how I did it. Pretty simple. But like I said, a lot of you guys really love that picture, and I post a lot more of them, and I'm working on some new custom content recolors of the Sims 4 Jungle Adventure world objects, and also the plants and the regular objects as well. So I'm thinking of actually doing some recolors of like the plants, the objects, and the world objects, like I said, you know, 2 seconds ago, where I'm just going to recolor them to different colors. And I posted a picture on Twitter last night around like 2 a.m. in the morning, and I posted some recolors of a plane. Like, if you don't know, in Eldorado, there's like, in the deep jungle, there's actually a crash landed plane in the grass, and it's a world object that you cannot actually use. It's just for a display. But I found in Sims 4 Studio, I actually extract that and made the world object into a sellable, buyable object that you can actually place down. And I think that will really help with storytelling, along with like some other things. And plus, I want to use that object for my let's play anyway, because I wrote in my notes, I wrote in my little, you know, little title thing about a plane crashing, and so I wanted to incorporate that into it, and it might make a little scene with it. It depends on how fast I can actually record this stuff and how fast I can get things done. And so I might push the new Let's Play until Tuesday and post it every Tuesday, because if this Let's Play is going to be a really long series, I just want to post it every single week and not rush things. Like my Cats and Dogs Let's Play, I don't want to rush that Let's Play, because again, Cats and Dogs and this Let's Play are very heavy story based, and I don't want to rush stuff. But my Not So Berry Let's Play is more of an entertaining, relaxed Let's Play that I will probably post every now and then, but I will probably post that every like two times a week, because hello, that Let's Play is hilarious. I mean, personally, I'm a little bit biased because it's mine, but it's kind of funny. Okay, everyone should check it out. Pretty cool, link down below. It's awesome. Like I said, I just think that with this Let's Play, I say it again, it's probably my favorite Let's Play I've ever created. Like I did one like, okay, so I did this like around like 11 a.m. in the morning 2 days ago, and I was basically trying to finish this up. I wasn't going to clutter it too much, because my Sims, who are going to be the main Sims of the Let's Play, are not going to live here. They're just like, it's just basically their childhood home. They've lived here for literally 23 years. They're both twins, and again, their names are Josefina and Jesus Rivera, but their actual names are Josefina Rose Rivera and then Jesus Michael Rivera. And so I kind of like looked up online about, you know, Hispanic, Latin American names, a lot with boy and girl, also with African American names with first and last names as well. And their parents is actually, so their father is, oh gosh, where's his name? His name is Charles. No, that's not his name, Charles. No, it's not. That's not his name whatsoever. Oh no, his name is Charles. Yeah, so his name is Charles Rivera, and the mother is actually oh gosh, Isabel Rivera. So it's kind of like a little bit different. I wanted to try to incorporate like a regular American name and then also like a Latin American name. I think Isabel's Latin American. I really don't know, but again, I'm African American. I don't know things very well. So if you guys have any suggestions at all for Latin American culture, if you're from, you know, if you have Latin American ancestors or, you know, heritage, or if that's like your ethnicity, like let me know, because I would really love to know where you're from. And if you have any knowledge about that, send that knowledge my way. DM me on Twitter, or actually no, send me a link on Twitter or anything, or just like basically just tweet me on Twitter if you have any knowledge whatsoever, and I will definitely respond to it, like it, and incorporate it into the Let's Play, because I think was like, because you know, okay, my friend Jen, who is Urban Sims on YouTube, she has her Let's Play called Performance, where she actually used them for city living at first, and then she expanded on to cats and dogs. And I really love her family, and I really love her Let's Play, and she's a really inspiration to me when it comes to storytelling in The Sims. And that's where I kind of get my inspiration from, like, you know, from her, but also like from the internet as well, and from you guys for giving me information about stuff. And I feel like with her Let's Play, like how much she loves her performance is how much I love my Larson family and also the Rivera family right now, because I kid you not, I really love the Rivera'S. I really love the Larson family. They're my pride and joy children, and it just feels great to like expand on their story and just tell you guys about their history, because what's going to happen is that I'm going to probably end up, like whenever we get like seasons or whatever, whenever that happens, or university, I will end up making them go to university, or I might actually, if possible, if we ever get university, what will happen is that I will I'll go into the past with the Rivera'S, because right now they're like 20 something years old. So what I'll do is that I'll go into the past of like their past, like when they're like 18 or whatever, and make them go to college and relive their past, and like with the archaeology and all that stuff, like how they kind of came to be as they got older. And so I think that'd be kind of a cool thing, you know, explain like going into their past from their present into their future. That made no sense, but you know, I make no sense either. But yeah, it's great, but I'm just really, I don't know, I feel like whenever we get university and seasons, I feel like my Let's Plays are gonna like change forever, in a good way though, because I love storytelling, of course, and I feel like with the storytelling and seasons and university will make more sense. Because I always thought, like, whenever, like, since we didn't get university, like, right away, I've always thought, like, making my Sims 4 Sims into the Sims 2 and playing them in going and having them go to university and study, like, some type of major and doing it that way, but it made no sense because they're both completely different games and the graphics are completely different. And I don't want to use Sims 3 University because Sims 3 University is, like, a little bit too fast and a little bit just too crazy for me. I rather use Sims 2 because it seems more realistic that way to me, and I want my Let's Play to seem more realistic than ever before. And so if you guys want to see the creative sim that I did for Josefina and Jesus, I will definitely leave a card on the screen right now, along with the video link down below in the description, so you guys can check it out for yourself, because I think I will explain a lot more in that video of like what their past is like and what they're doing really in everything. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about their history, not too much because I'm still working on it right now. But the cool part about this is that their father, Charles Rivera, is African American, of course, and he was actually in the Navy, and he was partly in the Navy, but he worked for a company, an environmental archaeology company back in the States. And so he was sent on an expedition, into a jungle expedition to Rivera'S, where he was with his companion Garson Miller, and basically they were there, but they were on a plane, but they crashed, and they survived. They survived the crash, apparently, of course, you know, because they're immortal. Not really, they're not, but it's the Sims. They can't die from plane crashes yet, though. But their plane crash landed, but they were on an expedition to find hidden treasures in the local temples. But the weird part about that is that they never really actually discovered the treasure, because somehow Garrison and Charles basically passed out from the plane crash, and when Charles woke up, he couldn't find Garrison at all. He searched all around the jungle to find him. But what actually happened is that when Charles couldn't find Charles, he forgot about Charles along the way. When he got closer into the deep into the jungle, he discovered this tomb, this like temple. He went inside of it, but what happened is that some weird magic went down, and it basically teleported him back to his original home in Africa, which is really, really weird. And I'm like, how did this happen? And so ever since then, like, it's been 10 years. It's been 10 years since he couldn't find Charles. And that's what I kind of like, I'm going off on the storyline right now for Charles and Garrison. But when he wanted to go back, he couldn't find the right place because it seemed like it was like actually hidden in like it was basically hidden from like a magic, what's it called? Shield? A magic force field where it would hit, like hide the temples, hide Silver and not be open to the public unless the locals were told them where it's at in that secret location, but they didn't because you can't trust other people outside of their, their culture group. So that's when he actually found Isabel. And when Isabel and Charles actually came to be, they kind of got connected because they were kind of in the same situation, but Isabel was actually a history teacher, but she actually got replaced by some, the people of the school system said a better teacher than Isabel. And I don't know why they said that, but they said, no, she's not fit to be a history teacher at all because she doesn't know what she's doing. But apparently she does because she has a degree in history. I hate the school system so much in El Salvador so much. It makes no sense. They are so rude and so annoying, but Isabel pushed through it, but she was later to actually she actually came back to become a high school counselor because that's when she was, it's been 10 years. So they actually had Jesus and Josefina at the time, and then she returned back to the school system to become a counselor to counsel people in like, history majors and local colleges and stuff like that, advice about everything. But that's what she kind of did when she came back after the births and everything. So she's a pretty cool counselor as of right now. The school system's a little bit janky, a little bit wonky sometimes, but we're gonna push through it, get with the program, and everything's gonna be perfectly fine. And as for Charles, he's actually working in the coffee bean fields, but he's still on the hunt to find Garrison. And I'm still working on the Josefina and Jesus storyline right now, on how I'm going to incorporate them into the Let's Play of why they're going to Salvador and why they're doing all this for their father and their mother and their family. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have right now. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this voiceover right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about the storyline so far. And if you have any knowledge about Latin America, any culture or any like heritage, anything that you have, send them my way on Twitter and I would gladly appreciate it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!